The world watches with bated breath. Vladimir Putin, a chess master of international politics, has made a move as bold as it is terrifying. He threatens to arm North Korea. This is no idle threat. It's a calculated gamble, a wager on the very future of global security. The stakes couldn't be higher. Putin's message is clear. If the West continues its military support of Ukraine, he will unleash the unpredictable might of North Korea. This is a dangerous game, a high-stakes poker match where the chips are lives and the ante is global stability. The world holds its breath. Will the West blink first? Or will Putin's gamble backfire, igniting a conflict of unimaginable proportions? The answer, my friends, remains shrouded in the fog of war. The heart of this crisis lies in the embattled streets of Ukraine. A nation fights for its survival against an unprovoked invasion. The world has watched in horror as cities crumble and innocent lives are lost. The West, compelled by conscience and strategic necessity, has responded with military aid. Weapons flow into Ukraine, a lifeline for a nation staring into the abyss. Tanks, artillery, and anti-aircraft systems bolster the Ukrainian defense. This support, while crucial, has ignited Putin's fury. He sees it as a direct threat, a Western attempt to weaken Russia's grip on its perceived sphere of influence. His response is chilling. Arm North Korea. Unleash a rogue state. It is a move calculated to sow fear and discord, to force the West to reconsider its support of Ukraine. The world watches, holding its breath. The prospect of a Russo-North Korean alliance sends shivers down the spines of world leaders. Russia, with its vast nuclear arsenal and military might, aligning itself with the unpredictable and isolated regime in Pyongyang. It's a nightmare scenario, a geopolitical earthquake that could reshape the global landscape. North Korea, starved for resources and recognition, sees an opportunity in Putin's offer. Advanced weaponry, military technology, and perhaps most importantly, a powerful ally on the world stage. The price? To become a pawn in Putin's dangerous game.
This alliance, if it materializes, would be a marriage of convenience, a pact forged in desperation and fueled by mutual animosity towards the West. Its implications are far-reaching and deeply unsettling.
Section 4, Shifting Sands of Power. Military analysts and experts across the globe are sounding the alarm.
The potential for this alliance to destabilize the already volatile Korean peninsula is immense. It could spark a new arms race in the region, drawing in China, Japan, and South Korea.
This is a game changer, says Dr. Helen Kim, a leading expert on North Korean military capabilities at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Arming North Korea with advanced weaponry significantly alters the balance of power in the region and beyond.
The ripple effects of this alliance could be felt far beyond East Asia. It could embolden other rogue states, fueling conflicts in already unstable regions. The global balance of power, carefully maintained since the end of the Cold War, hangs precariously in the balance.
Section 5, the global stage. The international community is scrambling to respond to this unfolding crisis.
The United Nations, often criticized for its slow and bureaucratic processes, has called for an emergency meeting of the Security Council. Western leaders are engaged in frantic diplomacy, working the phones, trying to find a peaceful resolution. The stakes are simply too high to allow this situation to escalate further.
Public outrage is palpable. Protests have erupted in capitals across the globe, with people demanding an end to the violence and a return to diplomacy. The world is watching, waiting, and praying for a peaceful resolution. Section 6, a legacy of aggression. To understand the gravity of this situation, one must look to history.
North Korea, under the Kim dynasty, has a long and bloody record of military aggression and provocations. From the Korean War to its recent missile tests, the regime has repeatedly demonstrated its willingness to use force, even at the risk of sparking a wider conflict.
The country's nuclear ambitions have been a source of international concern for decades. Despite numerous sanctions and diplomatic efforts, Pyongyang has relentlessly pursued its nuclear program, conducting 6 nuclear tests since 2006.
The world watches with bated breath. The future is uncertain, the stakes are high, and the consequences of inaction are too dire to contemplate. The international community must stand firm in its resolve to prevent this dangerous alliance from becoming a reality. The fate of the world may very well depend on it.